Hello, Washington chiropractors. Many of you have asked about CPT Code 99072, what it is, when to use it, and how to set your fees for it. First, in order to avoid any antitrust violations, I must clarify that the WSCA cannot tell you what to charge for this code, nor can we tell you what others are charging for it. You also cannot discuss with other chiropractors their pricing. Setting your own pricing is a business decision that you alone must make. That said, let's discuss what 99072 is. It's a code that was created to help you recoup some of the clinical expenses that you've incurred as a result of complying with COVID-19 regulations. It can be used to recoup the cost of mandatory PPE, supplies for the clean and screen mandate, or for additional staff time used specifically for complying with COVID-19 regulations. That is, staff time spent on tasks that are additional to their ordinary tasks. This might include masks, gloves, gowns, face shields, cleaning supplies, screening equipment, and/or staff time spent on cleaning procedures, inventory, or patient screening that is not part of their ordinary non-pandemic duties. It is intended to account for those costs that you would not have incurred but for COVID-19. What is it not? 99072 is not a vehicle for profit generation. If you choose to start billing for this fee, you must first list it in your schedule of fees. That means you can't bill it retroactively. But moving forward, you can bill it to basically any patient. Since you're using PPE with every visit and you're cleaning and screening between every patient, it applies to every patient. Whether a patient pays with insurance, Medicare, L&I, or cash, it applies to everybody. And if their insurance won't cover the expense, the patient will be personally responsible for the fee. So now you may be thinking, what should I charge for it? Again, I can't tell you what to charge. What you charge for 99072 will be based on variables that are unique to your business. What I can do, though, is list a few items that you may keep in mind when you're making those calculations. Consider how much you're spending to procure PPE and cleaning supplies during a given time frame. Also consider the cost of your staff's time to comply with COVID-specific regulations. Now consider how many patients you would see in that same time frame. A reasonable amount to charge might be each of those patients' shares of that total amount spent. It probably doesn't need to be exactly that, but it does need to be reasonable, and it does need to be tied to the actual costs that you spend complying with the COVID-19 regulations. The WSCA has a number of corporate partners who specialize in billing, who may also be able to help you implement the use of code 99072. Connecting you with those corporate partners is just one of the ways that the WSCA is helping chiropractors help patients.